money made all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen, let me take you into my life.
You sort of shrink the amount of money that's available to them. He's taking money, moving it all over. He's trying to create these ridiculous debts that Elizabeth reports on, where he essentially owes himself and his parents $50 million.
Money's really going. Yeah, that's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight. All that money.
Floyd Mayweather recently made headlines by flashing a staggering $10 million in cash during a surprise Instagram live session. The move came shortly after online rumors suggested the boxing legend was facing financial troubles or nearing bankruptcy. Mayweather's bold display served as a direct response to the speculation, silencing critics and reaffirming his status as a master of showmanship. Whether in the ring or online, the undefeated champ continues to prove he knows how to stay in the spotlight.
So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. You know, money made all day, win the band. You know what we do best, count money.
In a viral Instagram live session, Floyd Mayweather silenced bankruptcy rumors by casually flaunting $10 million in cash from inside his lavish Las Vegas mansion. Clad in designer clothing and dripping in diamond-encrusted jewelry, the undefeated boxing icon stacked bundles of money on a marble table while directly addressing his critics. The video quickly made waves across social media, triggering mixed reactions. Some saw it as a classic Mayweather flex, dramatic, flashy, and unapologetically over the top. Others, however, questioned the sustainability of his extravagant lifestyle. Mayweather, famously nicknamed Money, has built his brand around excess, using social media as a platform to showcase everything from his fleet of Bugattis to private jets and custom jewelry. The timing of the video wasn't coincidental. It followed a surge of online rumors claiming the former champion had burned through much of his wealth. Several anonymous accounts even cited alleged legal documents and court filings as evidence. Hashtags like #MayweatherBroke and #MoneyProblems began trending, turning speculation into a full-blown narrative. But Mayweather has never been one to let others control the story. His Instagram Live wasn't just a reaction. It was a calculated move to seize back the spotlight. With thousands of viewers tuned in, the spectacle quickly dominated news cycles and social media feeds through screen recordings and GIFs. It also reignited broader conversations around financial literacy among athletes, particularly those in high-earning short-duration careers like boxing. Despite earning over $1.2 billion throughout his career from fight purses, endorsements, and business ventures, Mayweather has often been criticized for his lavish spending. Concerns have long circulated about whether his financial habits could eventually lead to trouble, especially considering past issues with the IRS. His latest stunt, while attention-grabbing, does little to answer those questions definitively, but it does underscore his unmatched ability to turn controversy into a media event. Whether it was a show of strength or a smokescreen, one thing is clear: Floyd Mayweather still knows how to dominate the narrative, both in and out of the ring.
Not save its own documents to show what it spent. The new acting IRS Commissioner Danny Werfel calls this wasteful spending inappropriate.
Floyd Mayweather has long dismissed concerns about his financial stability, frequently pointing to his diverse portfolio of investments in real estate, fashion, entertainment, and cryptocurrency. He also owns Mayweather Promotions, a successful boxing promotion company responsible for organizing some of the sport's most lucrative events. According to Mayweather himself, he enjoys substantial residual income from multiple business ventures, ensuring he's not dependent solely on the boxing ring to maintain his wealth. Still, his recent Instagram Live, where he flaunted $10 million in cash, was more than just another flashy moment. It was a calculated show of power, reinforcing his cultural relevance in an age where social media clout translates directly into brand influence and financial leverage. Mayweather continues to stay in the spotlight, whether by headlining exhibition fights in Dubai or throwing extravagant parties in Las Vegas. His ability to dominate headlines without setting foot in the ring is a testament to his strategic understanding of fame. The cash display wasn't just about money. It was a symbolic gesture, a visual declaration that Mayweather remains in control. He made it clear: public opinion won't dictate his narrative. Critics were quick to argue that keeping $10 million in physical cash is risky and impractical. But Mayweather has never been one to follow conventional wisdom. For him, the act was about image, legacy, and asserting dominance. An unmistakable message to those doubting his wealth or success. Financial advisors may scoff at the recklessness of displaying such a vast amount in cash, but for Mayweather, the moment was about perception, not accounting. He views himself as more than an athlete. He's a brand and a master showman. Whether the money was genuinely his or temporarily borrowed for theatrical effect is ultimately irrelevant. The optics worked, and that's what mattered most. Still, skepticism lingers. Prominent figures in the boxing world, like promoter Eddie Hearn, continue to claim Mayweather may not have the financial strength he projects. But if Mayweather's goal was to seize back the narrative and remind the world of his enduring star power, he unquestionably succeeded.
I don't think he's got the money he says. That's what I think.
I think he still needs the money.
I don't think he needs the money. But you know when you got that lifestyle, right? So when you're spending what he's spending...
It's a lot of expense.
Interestingly, Mayweather's Instagram live wasn't just about spectacle. It also included rare moments of personal reflection that gave fans a glimpse into his mindset. At one point, he emphasized that while the public loves to critique his spending, few acknowledge his financial intelligence and how he's turned boxing earnings into long-term wealth. While the visual of $10 million in cash dominated headlines, these quieter reflections hinted at a more strategic and introspective side of Mayweather. Fan reactions were sharply divided. Many supporters hailed the broadcast as another classic Mayweather moment, bold, brash, and undeniably entertaining. Others, however, criticized the display as tone-deaf, especially in a time when millions around the world are grappling with inflation, job insecurity, and financial hardship. The image of one man casually flaunting unimaginable wealth struck some as insensitive and out of touch. But this is hardly new for Mayweather, who has built a career on being polarizing and unapologetically himself. Media coverage ranged from skeptical to impressed. Some outlets questioned the practicality and safety of keeping such large sums in physical cash, citing legal and security concerns. Others praised Mayweather's continued mastery of media manipulation, noting that he had successfully flipped a negative rumor into a viral PR triumph. Financial experts and sports analysts also used the opportunity to revisit his wealth, with some estimating that Mayweather still controls hundreds of millions in assets, including real estate, stock investments, and various business ventures. One undeniable takeaway is that Mayweather remains culturally and financially relevant long after retiring from professional boxing. Unlike many former athletes who fade into obscurity or settle into quieter post-career roles, Mayweather thrives in the spotlight. His exhibition matches, often involving celebrities or influencers, continue to generate millions in pay-per-view sales and live attendance without jeopardizing his perfect record. In recent years, he has also dipped into the world of cryptocurrency and NFTs, launching digital collectibles and backing blockchain projects. While not without controversy, these ventures demonstrate Mayweather's willingness to evolve with the times. Rather than resting on past earnings, he is actively seeking new ways to expand his financial empire, proving once again that Floyd Mayweather is as much a businessman as he is a boxer.
But I don't know. I mean, it's difficult to say he's not a true fighter because he fought everybody he could of his era. But he was a different kind of skill set, you know. He was very much hit and don't get hit, which is the art of boxing.
More troubling than Floyd Mayweather's lavish lifestyle are the persistent allegations of financial misconduct and theft that have followed him in recent years. One high-profile lawsuit accused him of taking expensive jewelry without paying, a charge that quickly made headlines. When coupled with reports of unpaid luxury purchases and unsettled debts, a disturbing portrait emerges. That of a man clinging to a lifestyle possibly slipping beyond his financial reach. Mayweather's financial behavior often mirrors the flash and volatility of his public persona, lavish, impulsive, and at times seemingly disconnected from fiscal responsibility. A notable example is his alleged collaboration with rapper Tyga and a broker to acquire high-end watches and diamonds from Miami jeweler Leonard Sulmanov. Though the group reportedly received the luxury items, they failed to complete payment. Incidents like this raise red flags about Mayweather's pattern of extravagant consumption combined with a troubling disregard for financial obligations. Mayweather's claim of earning $350 million in a single night is perhaps one of his boldest assertions, reinforcing the image of a man who equates success with jaw-dropping figures. But that claim, like many others surrounding his wealth, has been met with skepticism, especially from within the boxing community. Throughout his career, Mayweather has made it clear that financial dominance, not athletic legacy, is his true ambition. His oft-repeated mantra, "Nothing in this world is for free," reflects a mindset singularly focused on wealth accumulation over boxing greatness. And in his pursuit of ever greater fortune, Mayweather has dabbled in numerous questionable promotional ventures, including endorsing a now infamous cryptocurrency scam. Despite his already vast earnings, reports suggest he accepted millions to promote a fraudulent scheme, showing little concern for the consequences faced by those who trusted his endorsement. This involvement further blurred the lines between business savvy and ethical responsibility. Mayweather's transition from the pretty boy image to the Money Mayweather persona was not accidental. It was a deliberate, strategic rebrand built on confidence, audacity, and a willingness to provoke. This transformation helped make him one of the most polarizing figures in boxing history. Public criticism has extended beyond his finances, with his literacy becoming a point of ridicule. A feud with rapper 50 Cent saw the musician challenge Mayweather to read a page from a Harry Potter book for charity. The challenge was amplified by a leaked audio clip of Mayweather struggling with a radio script. Mayweather, unfazed, responded with characteristic bravado, "Reading does not define my place in boxing history." Even within the boxing world, Mayweather's claim to greatness has drawn criticism. Chris Eubanks Sr., a respected former champion, has publicly disputed Mayweather's assertion that he is the greatest of all time. While acknowledging Mayweather's record as the highest-earning boxer in history, Eubank argues that wealth does not equate to boxing greatness. His critique speaks to a deeper, ongoing debate. Is Mayweather's legacy truly rooted in his skill and achievements within the ring, or is it more a reflection of his unparalleled ability to promote himself and build a financial empire? The question remains, how will history remember Floyd Mayweather? As a boxing genius with a perfect record, or as a shrewd businessman whose greatest victories came not from punches thrown, but from money made and headlines seized? The line between legend and legacy, in his case, remains blurred.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. He says he's the best ever. Has anyone accounted for this observation? I've never seen him lose. You only know a man in how he accepts defeat. So I can't score him. But certainly, the fact that my own child chose him to be a role model over me, the dad, the gentleman. Yeah, he's a playboy. Because that's what he represents. He has clubs, or he had clubs, and he shows bling. Well, this is how I'm living. I wear a dress, and for a bit of humor, I wear a bear.
Mike Tyson has not held back in his criticism of Floyd Mayweather's reported $500 million debt, warning that Mayweather's extravagant lifestyle could ultimately lead to financial ruin. Drawing from his own experience, Tyson, who notoriously burned through over $300 million during his career, cited Mayweather's unchecked spending as a potential red flag. His message was clear. Financial recklessness, no matter how vast the fortune, is unsustainable. Tyson, who made history as the youngest heavyweight champion, earned an estimated $400 to $685 million throughout his career. Yet by 2003, he found himself in dire straits, filing for bankruptcy with debts totaling around $38 million. His lifestyle was defined by excess, purchasing sprawling estates, exotic animals like Bengal tigers, and showering friends and family with lavish gifts. He later revealed that his last $1 million went to rehab, and he even had to borrow money to buy a home after leaving Las Vegas. Today, Tyson speaks candidly about his financial downfall and now champions financial literacy. He underscores that managing money is a learned skill and warns against the illusion of financial invincibility. He believes wealth, if not handled wisely, can offer a dangerous sense of security that quickly crumbles under poor decision-making. Floyd Mayweather Jr., known as Money Mayweather, is celebrated for both his perfect 50-0 record and a lifestyle that screams opulence. With earnings reportedly exceeding $1 billion, Mayweather frequently flaunts his wealth, from private jets to multi-million-dollar car collections. But critics, including Tyson, have increasingly questioned his long-term financial decisions and the legitimacy of his exhibition matches, which often prioritize showmanship over sport. While Tyson once encouraged Mayweather to enjoy his riches, his tone has shifted. With the wisdom of hindsight, he now offers a cautionary tale, warning that unchecked extravagance, no matter how glamorous, can eventually lead to collapse.
Hey Mike, how you doing, man? What's up? Hey, professional party thrower Adrian Broner goes across the country, gets charged $10,000 a pop. He used to be a boxer. Would you ever do that? Like, would you want to come to my house and cut the turkey? How much would you charge to cut the turkey at my house on Thanksgiving?
30 cents.
30 cents? So you do it for free practically. Adrian Broner, I think that's a good career for like a boxer trying to promote himself if it's a party thrower. 10 grand?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hey, you have any advice for Mayweather? He's spending a lot of money right now.
Have a ball.
Enjoy it, huh? That's what you do. Hey, dude, you're a legend, man. It's good seeing you.
The stories of Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather serve as cautionary tales and sharp contrasts within the world of professional boxing, where sudden fame and fortune often come without the tools to manage them. Both men rose from humble beginnings to become icons of the sport, but their financial journeys have followed divergent paths that reveal much about the pressures and pitfalls facing elite athletes. For many boxers, the transition from obscurity to immense wealth can be overwhelming, often resulting in financial missteps, debt, or even bankruptcy. Tyson's brutally honest reflections on his own downfall have become a powerful warning. Once worth hundreds of millions, he lost it all through lavish spending, poor financial advice, and lack of oversight. Now an advocate for financial literacy, Tyson emphasizes the importance of managing money with the same discipline required in the ring. Meanwhile, Mayweather remains one of the wealthiest athletes in history, with reported career earnings surpassing $1 billion. Yet rumors about his financial stability continue to circulate. While no definitive evidence confirms Mayweather is in financial distress, the speculation persists, fueled by his extravagant public displays of wealth and questions surrounding the legitimacy of some of his business ventures. During Super Bowl weekend in February 2025, Mayweather reportedly spent over $1.13 million on a luxury suite at Allegiant Stadium and flaunted a watch collection estimated to be worth $100 million. These exhibitions are part of his personal brand, bold, brash, and unapologetically opulent, but they also raise serious questions about sustainability. In a high-profile announcement, Mayweather claimed to have struck a $42 million deal to acquire 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. However, property records revealed no clear transfer of ownership, leading experts to suspect he may have secured only a minority stake with future investment options. This ambiguity has drawn attention to the transparency and reliability of his business claims. Mayweather's tax history adds another layer of complexity. In early 2025, he revealed paying over $18 million in taxes, a figure that underscores the financial pressure of high earnings. However, he has also faced significant tax liens, including a $7.2 million debt from 2010. In filings with the U.S. tax court, Mayweather explained that while his net worth was substantial, much of it was tied up in illiquid assets, preventing immediate payment. He requested a delay in fulfilling his tax obligations until after his lucrative 2017 bout with Conor McGregor, illustrating how even billionaires can face cash flow issues. Public discourse around Mayweather often pits him against Tyson, not just in terms of legacy but also lifestyle and philosophy. On his podcast, Joe Rogan contrasted the two, noting, "The difference between Floyd and Mike Tyson is Floyd's 155 pounds. Mike's 220 pounds of solid rock." The comment underscored the physical and stylistic differences between them. Mayweather known for his defensive brilliance and ring IQ, Tyson for his raw power and aggression, despite years of tension, sparked by a 2001 police raid on Tyson's home, which he believed Mayweather had a hand in. Their relationship has evolved. Tyson later wrote in his autobiography that he had made peace with the incident, and in 2013, Mayweather publicly expressed support for Tyson, signaling reconciliation. While their journeys are vastly different, both Tyson and Mayweather's stories reveal the complexities of managing wealth, fame, and legacy in one of the world's most brutal sports. Whether seen as cautionary tales or blueprints for brand building, their lives reflect the immense stakes both inside and outside the ring.
Is Floyd overrated, or is he one of the best ever?
He's one of the best.
What is it about him?
What's so great about Floyd?
What is the thing? It just works.
It's tough to be hard work.
Listen, I think it might be an asshole being great. I can't.
It's hard. Yeah. Kanye West said it's hard to be humble when you're standing on the jumbotron. That's one of his lyrics. Like, you're the best, you just fucking.
But
just
nobody needs to know too that there's only one step from the limit to the top.
True greatness, as Mike Tyson emphasized, goes far beyond an undefeated record. He pointed out that the most iconic figures in boxing, like Muhammad Ali, were celebrated not just for their skills but for their deep connection with the public and the cultural impact they left behind. In contrast, critics argue that Floyd Mayweather's constant flaunting of wealth, especially during times of widespread financial hardship, can appear tone-deaf and disconnected. His social media is filled with images of private jets, luxury items, and stacks of cash, which some fans interpret as a sign of insecurity, suggesting he still craves validation. These moments highlight the fine line between confidence and arrogance, especially when public figures project opulence in an era where many are struggling. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay sharp.